Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jem here, and today we're diving into something that completely changed the way I generate leads, not just for myself, but for every business that I've worked with over the years. It's called the lead magnet ecosystem. And trust me, this is not another make a free PDF video. And let's be honest, you've probably already tried the typical advice: make a checklist, offer a free guide, give away an ebook. And what happens? You get a few downloads, a few email signups, and then it dies. That's because one lead magnet approach just doesn't work anymore in 2025. Here's the truth: one lead magnet is no longer enough. You don't need a lead magnet, you need an ecosystem of them. A full interconnected system where every lead magnet has a purpose. Every piece of content moves your prospect one step closer to becoming a client. Here's why this matters. B2B buyers today are smarter and more layered than ever before. They don't just download a PDF and schedule a call anymore. In fact, according to Gartner's 2024 B2B buying behavior report, the average buyer now consumes 7 to 11 pieces of content before making a purchasing decision. That means your potential clients are in different stages of awareness. Some are just curious, they're in research mode, they're trying to understand their problem. Some are solution aware, they know what they need, but are trying to compare options. And the others, they're ready to buy, which is around 3% of the market. They just need trust and proof to take that final step. So instead of trying to create one generic lead magnet that speaks to everyone, you create a journey, a set of strategically connected assets that educate, nurture, and convert different types of buyers at different stages. That's what I mean by a lead magnet ecosystem. It's not about throwing random freebies online. It's about building a structured experience that attracts, qualifies, and warms up leads automatically. And here's the crazy part: once this ecosystem is in place, it becomes one of the most powerful inbound growth engines you'll ever build. For one of my clients, a B2B SaaS consultant, we implemented this exact framework and increased their inbound qualified leads by over 300% in 90 days. No ads, no spammy outreach, just value based lead magnets working together like a system. So in this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to build your own lead magnet ecosystem step by step and show you how to turn it into a predictable automated lead machine for your B2B business. By the end of this video, you'll understand how to design lead magnets for every buyer stage, how to connect them into a single automated funnel, and how to convert that traffic into book calls without sounding salesy. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Let's kick things off with point number one: what a lead magnet ecosystem actually is. So let's start with this. A lead magnet ecosystem isn't just about giving away one freebie. It's not that one PDF, the one ebook, or that one checklist you made months ago. Lead magnet ecosystem is a layered structure, a full-on journey of multiple magnets that each serve a different purpose, targeting your prospects at different stages of their buying process. Think of it like a funnel, but smarter, because instead of pushing people through a cold mechanical sequence, you're guiding them naturally from curiosity to trust, commitment with lead magnets, and meet them exactly where they are. Let me give you a real example of how this works, because once you see it in action, you'll get why one lead magnet just isn't enough anymore. When I was running my consulting projects, we never relied on a single opt-in freebie. We had a complete ecosystem of 5 lead magnets, each built to serve a specific stage of the buyer journey. Let me break this down. Top of the funnel: attract attention. This is where you hook people you don't know yet. Like, you don't know where these people are, you just hook them slowly. Cold audiences who are curious but not ready to buy. Example: 10 plug and play cold email templates that get replies. These attract awareness because they're light, useful, and instantly actionable. No fluff, just quick wins. Once they opt in, you don't sell, you nurture. You educate them, positioning yourself as the go-to expert. Number 2 is middle of funnel. Build trust and curiosity. Now they know you exist, they're starting to pay attention. Here's where you give them a deeper resource that builds trust and helps them see the bigger picture. Example: the B2B lead generation business system blueprint. This is where you introduce your methodology, frameworks, or approach, something that makes them think, oh wow, these people actually know what they're doing. It's not about selling, it's about shifting beliefs. Now, bottom of funnel. Convert warm leads. At this point, people are problem aware, close to making a decision. This is where you create lead magnets that push for micro conversions, consultations, audits, or demos. Example, book a free lead system audit call. Notice the language audit, not sales call. It frames you as a strategist, not a salesperson. Number 4, proof-based magnet. Validate your claims. This is where you back everything up with social proof. Case studies, testimonials, before and after results. These magnets prove your system works. How we helped a SaaS company generate 120 qualified leads in 30 days. It builds belief. That was just an example. Because people don't buy offers, they buy confidence. Number 5, retention magnet. Keep and upsell existing clients. This is where most businesses stop. This is where real growth happens. Once someone becomes a client, you use new lead magnets to educate, upsell, and generate referrals. Example, advanced systems guide. How to scale your campaigns to 10x ROI. Deepens your relationship and keeps your ecosystem alive, even after conversion. Here's how it all connects. Someone who downloads the cold email templates is invited to check out the blueprint. After reading the blueprint, they're invited to book a free audit call. And from that audit, they're presented with a done-for-you offer. That's not one lead magnet, that's a system, an ecosystem designed to move people organically from awareness to decision without pressure. That's the key difference between marketing and building a machine. Now, how do you actually build your own lead magnet ecosystem from scratch? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1, map your customer journey. Before you design anything, you need to understand the path your ideal client takes before buying. Ask yourself, what does my ideal client need to know, feel, and believe before they buy from me? This is called the customer awareness path. This is yours only. It's different for everyone. Let's break it into 4 clear stages. So we have the stage 1, which is awareness. And you can read the description there. They realize they have a problem, but don't know the solution yet. The goal is to educate them. Number 2, that's after awareness, that's consideration. You start exploring different solutions or providers. You might be their go-to solution right now, but they're looking at the market for different solutions. Now you got to build trust to make sure they pick you. Now, decision time, that is number 3. After awareness, consideration comes decision. They're competing their final offers from different lenders and their options, the cost, etc. Where has the best offer? Your goal here is to convert them. Trust, offer, validity, everything comes into play here. Now, number 4, this is after awareness, consideration, decision, is loyalty. They bought from you, but can refer or buy again. They can refer different people in their network to you, or they can buy again and stay with you. Here, this is very important. Like, you gotta keep your clients. This is why client retention is very important, not just like one-time deals. You gotta retain your clients and upsell them to better better packages that you might offer, back-end deals, or they might just refer their friends and family or colleagues to you. Now, pro tip, you can map this out using a simple Miro board or Notion doc. So I have a presentation here. I created this on Miro. No, this is on Gamma, sorry. This is on Gamma. So you can do something similar as to what I did here, or you can do it on Miro. I would recommend either or you can do Notion. I don't really use Notion, but people love Notion, so you can try that out. This becomes your blueprint for what kind of content or lead magnets you'll create next. Step 2, create a lead magnet for each stage. Once your journey is mapped, create one lead magnet per stage. Here's what that looks like. Number 1, awareness. The goal here is to catch attention and provide instant value. Examples, quick templates, cold email templates, cheat sheets, 10 subject lines that always get replies, free guides, how to get your first 100 leads. Now here's a tip, make it right. Visual and digestible, something that people can read under 5 minutes and offers them monetary value for free. Number 2, consideration. The goal here is to educate and position you as an expert. Examples, blueprint or system guide, short video training, mini email course. Tip, introduce your process, build people. Introduce the process, yes, there you go. Once you introduce your process, people trust structure. So you got to show them what your process looks like. You got to show them your framework without giving away every single detail. Number 3, decision. This is the bottom of the funnel. This is the goal here is to get them to take action. Examples: audit call, strategy session, or ROI calculator, demo request, free consultation. To appear is to make a low risk and high value. Frame it as insight, not sales. Now, after you get the client, we have loyalty, retention magnet. The goal here is to keep your clients engaged and turn them into promoters. Examples: advanced training, referral program, exclusive client-only resources. The tip here is to use this to nurture relationships and create advocates. Your best leads often come from your best clients. Now, you got to connect each lead magnet. Now that you have 3 or 4 magnets, connect them into a logical journey. Every magnet should guide the user naturally to the next step. Example: the PDF ends with a call to action. Want to see the full system these templates are part of? Grab the blueprint. The blueprint ends with want help setting this up? Book your free audit call. Think of it like Netflix. When one episode ends, the next one autoplays. You're doing the same thing with your funnel. Tools you can use for this are, you can use Campaign, ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit for automated email follow-ups and sequences. You can use Zapier and Make to integrate everything. So you have connections between lead magnets and it triggers certain events, sends them a lead magnets, etc. And you can use Calendly and TidyCal to instantly book calls. Now you got to automate the flow. Automation turns your ecosystem into a 24/7 engine. Here's the flow you can set up. Someone opts into your first lead magnet, gets targeted as top of the funnel. After 2 or 3 nurturing emails, they're invited to your middle of the funnel magnet. Once engaged, trigger the audit or book a audit or bottom of the funnel sequence. After a book call, move them into your CRM or sales pipeline automatically. So this is the recommended stack I have for you for 2025. Go high level or HubSpot so you can manage these stages and do some nurturing as well. Zapier for automations between tools. ConvertKit, Beehive, ActiveCampaign for segmented email flows. ConvertKit for the sequences, or ActiveCampaign for the sequences, and Beehive for your newsletter. And you also need some analytics here to track everything. So I would recommend adding Google Analytics 4 and Metapixels to everything so you can track conversions and retarget leads with actual ads. Now, step number 5 is track and optimize. You can't improve what you don't measure. Each lead magnet needs to be tracked and its performance needs to be measured using simple metrics as I have put them here. So the first metric is opt-in rate. If you have a good opt-in rate, you can determine this whether visitors are converting into leads on your website where you get their information. So you can use GA4 with this. You can see your visitors or pixels if you're running ads. You got to track how many landing page visitors you're getting and then what the opt-in rate is to your newsletter or lead magnet. Consumption rate, how many leads actually read and watch the magnet. You can measure this using a CRM or a funnel tool. If you're using Gamma, you can see how many people actually viewed the document. Click-through rate, how many people move to the next magnet in the ecosystem. So if you have links in your document or whether on your emails, how many people are actually clicking those links to go to the next sequence. You can track this using your email platform. The conversion rate, how many leads from the ecosystem book a call or demo. So you can track this using your appointment booking rate through your CRM or funnel tools. Cost per call could be a good measure if you're running ads with this. And cost per lead, how much you spend per download. So this is the lead magnets, ad platform, obviously, opt-in. These are all measurable. So you got to review this weekly or monthly. You can even do it daily if you're crazy enough. But if a magnet gets traffic but few conversions, you got to tweak your headline or call to action. If a magnet converts well, then you got to double down, use it as an ad or LinkedIn lead gen offer. Over time, you'll build a data-driven ecosystem that keeps improving itself. You're not just creating free stuff, you're building a system of trust, a structured, automated journey that meets people where they are, gives them value, and makes it easy to say yes when they're ready. And you got to make sure all this stuff is high quality. Don't give people poor quality things. All right. Now that you understand what a lead magnet ecosystem actually looks like and how to build one, let's move on to point 2, the 4 types of lead magnets every business needs. Sorry about that. Now, you understand what a lead magnet ecosystem actually is. Let's break down the 4 core types of lead magnets that make it work. Every high performing business lead generation system is built around these 4. Why? Because together they cover every stage of the buyer's journey, from cold audiences who've never heard of you, warm prospects who are comparing options, to ready buyers who just need a nudge to take a decision. When you combine all 4, you create a funnel that never feels like a funnel because it's built on education, proof, and connection instead of pushy sales. Let me show you what this looks like in real life, because when you see how these 4 pieces fit together, you'll understand why they're so powerful. In my lead generation projects, we use a 4-part lead magnet system that looks like this. The quick win magnet for cold audiences. This is top of funnel. This is your attention grabber. It's designed for people who've never ever heard of you, but are dealing with a very specific pain point right now. Example, 3 cold email templates that get replies in 24 hours. The goal here is to deliver instant value and create trust. Why it works? It gives them a fast, visible win, something that actually works within 24 hours. If they're struggling with getting any replies to a cold email, this is like a quick, easy patch to that. Builds credibility. You help them before you even ask for anything. It's easy to consume, short, visual, and no fluff. Pro tip, keep this lead magnet tight because they can finish tight and short. Let's say 5 minutes or less. They got to be able to finish it that quickly. People don't commit to long reads when they don't know you yet. Examples of great quick win formats. 10 subject lines that boost reply rates. The 5-minute LinkedIn optimization checklist. The ROI calculator for your outreach campaigns. Now, I have a distribution tip for you as well. Run this as your front-end magnet on ads, cold emails, or organic posts. Use it to grab awareness and collect your first opt-in. Number 2, the deep dive magnet for curious prospects. So this is the middle of the funnel. Now you've got their attention. The next step is to build trust and position yourself as the authority. This is where your deep dive magnet comes in. Example of this could be the predictable lead system step-by-step blueprint. The goal here is to educate and shift their mindset. Why it works? It's structured around your process, your unique way of solving their problem. Helps them see the system, not just the result. Gives clarity to people who are evaluating options. This magnet should feel like a premium free training. It's where you show depth, frameworks, visuals, and reasoning, not just surface level beginner advice. Ideal deep dive formats could be short Notion guides or mini playbooks, 10 to 15 minute video breakdown, PDF blueprint with diagrams of flowcharts, slide deck presentation like a mini masterclass. Make it visual engaging, use graphics, flowcharts, or mind maps. The more visual your process looks, the more real it feels. Number 4. All right, let's see. So we have the part. Yeah, there you go. Number 3. Yeah, let's type here. So the proof magnet for skeptical buyers is the bottom of the funnel support. This one is crucial because no matter how good your system sounds, people still think, sure, but does it actually work? That's where the proof magnet comes in. Example, how we helped the SaaS company book 87 sales calls in 30 days. The goal here is to provide evidence that builds belief. Why it works? It shows tangible results, not just opinions. It taps into social proof and authority bias. It moves skeptical leads to a closer to a yes. A tip here is to choose your 2 to 3 best case studies and format them for clarity. You can also use this when you're doing cold emails. You can blend in some of your case studies to get better conversions. And this is not just bragging. You got to structure them like this. The problem, number 1, clients struggled with low email replies. Number 2 is the process. We rebuilt their targeting and added automation. We changed their leads. Number 3, the result, 87 book calls in 30 days. And number 4 is the takeaway. Here's what you can learn about it. The last part, what you can learn, turns your proof into value, not just self-promotion. Great formats for proof magnets: case study PDFs, video testimonials, slide decks, before and after metrics, results, thread posts on LinkedIn. Bonus tip: turn each case study into multiple formats: a post, a video, and a downloadable document. That way you can use one short story across your entire ecosystem. There you go. Yep. Got to add this in for you, but sorry about that. Now we have the conversion magnet. This is for ready to buy leads. This is the bottom of the funnel. This is the final magnet, the one that starts the conversation. It's built for people who already trust you and just need an easy way to take the next step. Example could be free B2B lead system audit. The goal here is to turn trust into action without pressure. Why it works? It feels helpful, not salesy. It gives a taste of your expertise before commitment. It creates one-on-one interaction, the final step before closing. Tip here is to always frame it around value first. Instead of book a sales call, say, let's take a look at your system and identify 3 quick wins. You're not selling, you're diagnosing. Ideal conversion magnet formats: free audit or strategy session, personalized video review, ROI calculator with a consult CTA or book a call CTA. Maybe that could work. You could try it out. Roadmap call offer, free audit, etc. These all work. And here's what the magic happens. Each of these lead magnets connect to the next one naturally. Someone grabs your quick win magnet, then gets invited to the deep dive blueprint. From there, they see your proof magnet, then they see your results, and finally they're invited to your conversion magnet, which is your audit or your call. It's not spam, it's strategy. Because you're not chasing leads, you're guiding them down your funnel. Now let's talk about how you can actually build your own 4-part lead magnet system, even if you're starting from scratch. The first step is to create your quick win magnet. Start simple. Ask yourself, what's one result I can help someone achieve within 24 hours? That's your quick win. It could be a checklist, 7 outreach mistakes to avoid, a template, 3 cold email scripts that work instantly, a mini tool, ROI calculator for LinkedIn ads. Execution steps. Brainstorm 3 common pain points. Pick one that can be solved fast, package it using Canva or Notion, and add a call to action. Want the full system behind this? Check out our predictable lead blueprint, or whatever you want to call it. That CTA bridges you into the next lead magnet. Build your deep dive magnet. Now that you've earned attention, you want to educate and position yourself as the expert. Create something that gives structure, your unique framework, process, or system. Execution steps. Outline your process from problem solution to result. Create a visual flowchart or diagram. Tools: Miro, Canva, Whimsical. You can use that. I've never tried that, but it's praised highly of. Now you turn it into a 5 to 10 short, page guide or mini Notion page. You can add some, menus to Notion, make it look nice. You can include 1 to 2 screenshots, templates, or examples from your workflow, and end it with a call to action like: want help implementing the system? Book a free audit call. That naturally transition your deep dive to your proof or conversion magnet. Now you gotta develop your proof magnet. Now it's time to back up everything you've said with real results. Number 1, identify 2 to 3 past clients with campaigns or campaigns with measurable outcomes. Gather key data, before and after metrics, quotes, and screenshots. Write a simple 3-part structure. The challenge, the process, the result. Add visuals, charts, screenshots, or short video clips. And each case study with a lesson or insight your reader, sorry about that, can apply. That link up with CTA like, want to see what this could look like for your business? Let's audit your lead system. Proof magnets make your credibility undeniable. Now you got to add your conversion magnet. Finally, build your entry to conversion. This is where you turn trust into a book meeting, but without sounding like a closer. Execution steps. Create a free audit or strategy call or discovery call using, page using Typeform, Tally, or Calendly. They got to be qualified, obviously, to book a call with you. If they're in the, they got to be within your niche. Frame the call around value and insight. We'll review your lead system and show you 3 improvements you can make right away. Keep your form short. Just name, email, and one question like, what's your biggest challenge right now? Automate a confirmation message that sets expectations. Add a follow-up sequence with a friendly reminder or text 24 hours before the call. Now your conversion magnet closes the loop. It takes people from value to trust to action. So when all 4 magnets connect, you stop chasing leads because your ecosystem starts guiding the people step by step, building trust, authority, and curiosity until booking a call just feels like the most natural next step. Okay, now that you built your 4-part lead magnet system, let's talk about how to deliver and automate the whole thing so it runs 24/7 without you manually following up. That's point 3, how to deliver and automate the whole ecosystem. Just give me a minute. Let me drink a coffee. Okay. There you go. Automate your lead magnet flow. All right. This is where the magic really happens. Automation. Because here's the truth. You don't want to be chasing leads forever and ever manually. You don't have enough time for that. You want your lead magnet ecosystem to run 24/7 quietly in the background, nurturing new leads while you sleep, travel, or focus on your clients. That's what automation does, and we're all here for automation. Automation turns your ecosystem from a bunch of disconnected freebies into a living, breathing system that builds relationships on autopilot. And once you have it running, that's when business starts to feel predictable and scalable. Let me show you exactly how we set this up step by step, because once you see how it works, you'll realize how easy it is to automate your entire lead flow without coding a single thing. Here's how our internal system works. Simple but powerful. Let's say someone downloads our quick win magnet titled 3 cold email replies that gets you 3 cold email templates that gets replies in 24 hours. That's where the automation begins. As soon as they enter their name and email on the landing page, the system triggers an entire follow-up sequence automatically. Here's what it looks like in action. Let's see. There we go. I messed the slides. Anyways. Yeah, we went through this. All right, great. So this is what it looks like in action. Email number 1, instant delivery. Send immediately. Goal, deliver value fast and set the tone. Subject, here are your templates plus a quick bonus. Inside the email, we give them the download link right away because you never want to make someone wait for what they've signed up for. Then before they close the tab, we include a short bonus tip like, by the way, these templates work best when paired with the 3-step outreach framework we use. I'll send that to you tomorrow. That line does 2 things. It keeps them looking forward to the next email. It tells them there's a system behind what they just received. Email 2, deepen the connection. Sent on day 2. Goal here is to move them from curiosity to trust. Subject is how to make your emails 3 times more effective, the system behind it. The content introduces the idea that templates alone aren't enough. You need structure. This email links to the deep dive magnet, the predictable lead system blueprint. This is where you shift from giving random tips to presenting your process. That's what makes your system memorable. It feels organized and strategic. Email 3, build proof. This is sent on day 4. Goal here is to build credibility through storytelling. Subject: how a SaaS company booked 87 calls in 30 days. This email links to your proof magnet, a case study. Inside, you got to tell the story of a real client showing transformations before struggling with cold outreach, after a consistent booking system using our framework. Pro tip here is to add a lesson at the end. Example: the takeaway: most people don't need more leads, they need a better system. That one sentence reframes their thinking and reinforces your authority. Now, email 4, convert gently. This is sent on day 6. The goal here is to turn interest into a real conversation. Subject: 1 is to build your lead system for you. Call to action: book your free lead system audit. This final email connects you to your conversion magnet or your consult or your audit. We say something like, we'll take a look at your current outreach setup and show you 3 simple tweaks that could double your reply rate. No pressure, just value. The tone feels like a favor, not a pitch, and that's why it works. On average, 20 to 30% of leads that reach this step book a call without ever needing to be chased. And the best part, I don't send a single one of those emails manually. Everything is fully automated from the first download to the final call, a book a call button. That's how you build relationships and trust on autopilot. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, Jem, I get it, but how do I actually set this up? Good question. Let's break it down step by step, and I promise you don't need to be tech savvy to do this. So you got to choose your automation platform. You need one central tool that can handle tagging leads, sending automated emails, tracking engagement. These are the tools I recommend for 2025. ConvertKit, perfect for creators and consultants, perfect for most niches. ActiveCampaign, this is better for advanced targeting and conditions. Go High Level, this is great if you want email and SMS in one. This is a great value option for you. HubSpot, Starter CRM, for integrated reporting and scalability. This is a professional tool used at very high levels. So I would recommend this as well. If you're new to automation, start with ConvertKit. It's beginner friendly and visual, and I'd probably pair that up with Go High Level if you want that. Now you got to tag every lead by entry point. When someone downloads your first lead magnet, say cold email templates, tag them as stage 1, quick win. This helps your CRM recognize where they came from and what they should see next. For example, download templates, tag stage 1 underscore quick win, open blueprint email, tag stage 2 deep dive, click case study, tag stage 3 proof, book call, tag stage 4 conversion. Why tagging matters: lets you send the right message to the right person at the right time. If someone's already seen your blueprint, there's no need to send it again. Automation tools like ActiveCampaign can automatically skip that step once a tag is applied. You can also track your pipeline with this very easily. Now, step 3, set up timed email sequences. This is the backbone of your automation. You're going to create a 4-part sequence based across 7 to 10 days. So here is the flow. You can read it here. I'm going to walk through it really quickly. So immediately you send them, the bonus tip that we talked about, the top of the funnel. And then you go into the number 2, which is you introduce your framework. Then there's a link to the deep dive magnet. And then number 3, you show social proof, link to case study. Number 4, you offered the audit, book a call, link to conversion magnet, which is the book a call. So you got to keep emails short, 100 to 150 words max. Use a personal tone. Hey, quick tip for you: add one clear call to action per email. This sequence builds momentum, and momentum converts. Now you got to add conditional logic. This is optional, but very powerful. Once your base sequence works, you can level up with conditional logic. That means if someone clicks your case study link, automatically skip the book a call sequence. You can do that. If they don't open your email, if you don't open your first 2 emails, resend a new subject line. They book a call, stop all sequences, and tag them as converted. Tools like ActiveCampaign or Go High Level make this easy with drag and drop workflows. Conditional logic personalizes the experience, and personalization equals higher conversions. According to Campaign Monitor, Automated personalized emails gets 6 times higher engagement than standard broadcasts. Now you got to track engagement and optimize weekly. You got to set a reminder to review performance at least once a week. Here's what to look for. Open rate should be around 45 to 60%. Subject lines are very important here, and timing, that's crucial as well. Got to make sure your stuff is not landing in spam either. Now, click through rate, that is the ideal here is like 10 to 20%. And that is achievable if your content is engaging. If you're not getting these numbers, then your content is not engaging. The conversion rate. So from everything, you go down the funnel here, like let's say 1,000 people, you go down 50%, 45% open rate, you go down to 500 people there, and then 10% of that, that's 50 people. And then I'd say 30% of that, that's 15 people. So that's the conversion rate. System is moving people effectively. That's when you know. And then unsubscribe rate, that should be really low, lower than 2%. Messaging feels natural, not spammy. That's how you achieve those things. If one email underperforms, you got to tweak the subject line, add more curiosity, the call to action placement, move it higher, the format, add visuals, examples, or quick tips. You can also create more documents, more magnets, and add them in the emails, just like smaller ones. Pro tip here, use A/B testing. Send 2 subject lines to see which one performs better. Example, version A, here are your templates, plus a quick bonus, and then you have the emoji pointing down. Version B could be your outreach just got easier, and then you can add an emoji like a rocket. You don't have to use emojis, but they're kind of cool. You can use emojis. Small tweaks compound big results over time. Now you got to connect everything with automation tools. You can use Zapier or Make. I like Zapier. Make is cheaper. And you can use either one of these tools to connect to all your tools. Everything, when you have everything connected, everything runs hands-free. Example flow. Form submitted on your landing page. Add a tag in ConvertKit. Trigger 4 email sequence. If user clicks case study, add new tag. Send to broadcasting sequence in Calendly. Not broadcasting, booking sequence. And then once that's booked, you can get a message on Slack or email. And then you can send messages through Calendly as well. So everything runs hands-free here. And now you have a fully automated ecosystem that builds trust and books calls 24 hours a day. Once you have everything automated with Calendly, Zapier, and all these softwares that are recommended here, Zapier is going to take care of all that. It's going to automate everything. You have the email sequences. You're going to be gold. That is the beauty of automation. You're not chasing leads anymore. You're building relationships at scale, consistently, authentically, and automatically. You'll literally wake up new leads flowing through your pipeline every single day. And once it's running smoothly, all you need to do is show up for the calls, and those are the things that actually matter. Now that your lead magnets are automated and flowing, it's time to talk about the final piece of the puzzle, which is scaling your entire lead magnet system so it doesn't just run and multiplies. That's what we'll cover in the next point, which is how to scale and optimize your lead magnet ecosystem for continuous growth. Most people stop when one lead magnet works. Pros don't. They test, track, segment, repurpose, and expand. The more you refine, the stronger and more predictable your system becomes. We don't want to scale any systems that are not optimal. Like you can scale something that just works, you'll be fine, but we don't want to, scale suboptimal things. Here's how I scaled mine and real projects without building more content from scratch. I started with one PDF to perform well. Instead of immediately creating brand new assets, this is what I did. I segmented into 3 versions, one tailored to real estate professionals, one for e-commerce brand owners, and one for local or service-based businesses like clinics or marketing firms. Each version had the same core strategy, but used different examples, visuals, and language that matched how those audiences think and talk. For example, the real estate version used examples about generating qualified buyer and seller leads. The e-commerce one talked about converting website visitors into repeat customers, and the local business version focused on appointment booking and neighborhood targeting. Then I repurposed the deep dive guide into a short 15-minute webinar walking through the full framework and a 5-part email series breaking down each step. Finally, I converted my proof magnet, the case study one, into a LinkedIn carousel that summarized the story visually, a 1-minute vertical video sharing results, and a simple 1-page PDF that could be used in DMs or email follow-ups. The results, we tripled our inbound leads in just 90 days, using the same content just tailored to different industries and delivered in multiple formats. That's what scaling smart really looks like. You're not creating more work, you're creating more relevance. Here's exactly how you can scale your ecosystem the same way, step by step. Audit what's already working and why. The goal here, before scaling, figure out what's already bringing in results so you can double down on what works instead of guessing. Start by reviewing the last 60 and 90 days of performance for each of your lead magnets and email sequences. You can track this in a simple Google Sheet or Notion table. Here's what to include for each one. Magnet name, example, free cold email templates. Traffic source, where are people finding it? Organic, paid ads, social media, referral, etc. Landing page conversion rate, what percentage of visitors actually downloaded? Email open rate and click rates, are people engaging with your follow-up emails? Next step, click-through rate, how many people move on to your next magnet or call to action? So how's the funnel progression? Are they moving down? Are they staying still? But calls/revenue, is this magnet leading to real conversions or sales? Once you have that data, look for patterns. Find your top 2 performing lead magnets, the ones that have the highest opt-in rate, most downloads, the highest downstream conversions. So funnel movements, are they moving down the funnel? You can measure this via book calls, replies, or actual closed deals through sales. Then study why they're working. Is this the headline that's working, the format, the topic, the promise, the offer? For example, maybe your quick templates magnet performs better than your blueprint guide. That tells your audience about your audience as well. And it tells your audience that they prefer something fast, actionable, valuable over long explanations. The outcome here is that now you know exactly which magnets to clone, tailor, and scale instead of wasting time rebuilding from scratch. Now we're going to talk about segment by audience. Tailor what you already have. Goal here is to make your message feel personal to each type of business you serve. Because the truth is, people don't want to respond to general. They want to respond to relevant. Start by picking 2 to 3 audience segments that you can actually work with. For example, real estate businesses, e-commerce brands, and local service businesses like clinics or coaches. Next, take your best performing quick win and deep dive lead magnets and simply duplicate them. Then adjust the wording and visuals to make each one speak directly to that specific audience. Here's how you can tailor them. Headlines, change them to fit each niche. For example, 3 cold email templates for real estate teams, or how e-commerce brands can turn abandoned carts into clients. Examples and visuals, use screenshots, tools, or scenarios your audience recognizes. For example, for real estate, use CRM screenshots. For e-com, use store dashboards. Definitely use Shopify for that. Metrics and results. Highlight what matters most to each segment. Real estate, more booked showings. E-com, higher conversion rate. Local biz, more appointments. Landing page copy. Mirror their tone and pain points. Example, tired of chasing cold buyers for real estate versus struggling with low website conversions for e-commerce. Email sequence. No need to rewrite it at all. Just tweak the first few lines so it feels like it's written for them. Similar content across the line here. When you personalize like this, your offer instantly feels more relevant and relevance converts. The outcome here is that one strong lead magnet turns into 3 high-performing versions, each speaking directly to a different audience, giving you more leads from the same traffic. Repurpose every winning asset into 3 to 5 formats. Goal here is to get the most out of what's already working by putting it in front of your audience, wherever they spend time, You don't need to keep creating new content from scratch. If one lead magnet is performing well, the smartest move is to repurpose it into multiple formats. That way, one great idea can live across social media, email, and even video, reaching more people without more effort. Here's how you can spin one lead magnet into 3 to 5 pieces, even more pieces of content. Short webinar, 10 to 20 minutes. Turn your guide or the system that you already have into a mini training session. Go through your key points with slides, record it once on Zoom or Loom, and share it on YouTube or your landing page. You can also do a live webinar, walking with walkthroughs and live questions. But keep it short. LinkedIn carousel. Use visuals from your slides to create a carousel post. This is so useful. Summarize the main ideas with quick takeaways and clean graphics. 1 to 2 minute vertical video. Record a quick short video explaining one quick win, a tip, or a result. Start with a hook. Most real estate agents get this wrong. Share value and end the call with a call to action. End the video with a call to action. Like download the guide below. Message me this word, download this guide below. You probably see this all the time. That's what people use. Email mini course. Split your lead magnet into 4 to 5 short lessons, 1 per email. Each email teaches one simple point and ends with a single call to action, like watching the webinar or booking a call. 1-pager PDF. Create a short version of your main magnet. A visual summary you can send in DMs or attach in outreach emails. Workflow. This is very simple and step by step. Number 1 is outline the 3 to 5 key ideas from your lead magnet. Those become your content pillars. Number 2, create a slide deck with each idea on its own slide. This single deck becomes your webinar and your carousel post. Record once. Walk through your slides in Zoom or Loom. From that recording, you can cut clips for social media. Turn slides into emails. Paste each key idea into one email and end with a clear call to action. That's it. 1 magnet, 5 formats, infinite reach. The outcome here is that you're no longer reinventing the wheel every week. You have something that works. You're simply putting your best performing idea in multiple places so your audience sees it, remembers it, and acts on it. You can dominate multiple channels without burning out or creating endless new content. Step 4, build a simple test plan so you improve weekly. The goal here is to not rely on luck. Improve your system on purpose. Testing helps you see what actually works, so every week your funnel gets a little bit better. Instead of changing everything at once, test one thing at a time. Create a simple 4-week test calendar that focuses on small but powerful tweaks. I would recommend you only test one thing at a time. Here is an easy example. Test 2 landing page headlines, A versus B. Example, get 100 leads in 30 days versus we help businesses book 100 calls fast. Test 2 subject lines in week 2 for your first email. Example, here's your free guide with the little emoji and finger pointing down versus your download in brackets plus the surprise inside. Week 3, test where you place your call to action, top of the email versus bottom of the email. Week 4, test your case study format. Download a PDF versus a LinkedIn style carousel. Simple rules to follow here are only test one, like I said before, only test one thing each week so you know what caused the difference. So only one test per week, per asset. Wait for enough data, at least 100-page visits or 200 emails sent before deciding. Keep a quick log. Note your hypotheses, results, and decisions. Example, I think the new headline will get more clicks. It did. Then, keep version B. You tested that headline, it got you more clicks, your hypothesis is proven correct. Or it's valid. It's valid. Scientists don't burn me. Outcome. Small 2 to 5% improvements each week may not sound like much, but over time, they stack up into massive performance gains. You're not guessing anymore, you're growing with data, and data is so crucial. What you don't measure doesn't really get improved. Now, step 5, add retargeting and return paths. The goal here is to bring back the people who showed interest but didn't take the step, because most leads don't convert the first time. They need a gentle reminder or a little more proof before saying yes. Here's how you do it. Build custom audiences. Create small retargeting lists for the people who interacted but didn't finish the journey. Landing page viewers who didn't opt in, lead magnet downloaders who didn't click your next guide, email clickers who never booked a call, case study viewers who didn't request an audit. These are your warmest potential buyers. They already know you, they just need another nudge. Number 2, run simple, low budget retargeting ads. You don't need a huge budget. Even $5 to $15 a day can work really well. You can even just do 5, honestly. Use short, specific ad types, reminder ads. Hey, forgot to grab your free blueprint. It's still free. Proof ads, 30-second testimonial videos or carousels showing real results. Offer ads, free audit, 3 personalized insights in 10 minutes. You would obviously target the people that visited your website or didn't download certain things. You can create different retargeting campaigns for each level within the funnel. The goal isn't to sell, it's to re-engage. Number 3, choose the right platforms. LinkedIn ads, best for B2B audiences and professionals. Facebook, Instagram, Meta ads, great for cheap impressions and retargeting warm traffic. And Google Display or YouTube ads, perfect for following people who visit your site but didn't convert. The outcome here is you recover a meaningful percentage of almost leads, the ones who are close but not ready, with a tiny ad spend. And over time, these gentle reminders quietly fill your pipeline with people who already trust your brand. Now we have step 6, refresh and rotate. You got to stay modern. The goal here is to keep your lead magnets fresh, believable, and up to date, because outdated content instantly lowers trust. Here's the thing, people can spot an old marketing a mile away. Old marketing practices, fossilized. I don't know if that's a word, but like super ancient tactics. And yeah, like this is the same for ads too. Like your ads are gonna get old. You gotta recycle and refresh them. If your magnet still says 2023 data or shows old screenshots, it feels stale and people subconsciously assume your methods are outdated too. That's why even every like 60 to 90 days, that's a little like for different things, obviously for like ads and stuff, you gotta refresh them really frequently, depending on your niche, at least the creatives. So yeah, every 60 to 90 days, you can do a quick refresh cycle. Update your stats and examples, swap old numbers with recent ones. 2020 data, 2025 data just came in. Always sounds more credible than 2023. Signal as your system is current and up to date and proven today, not 2 years ago. Add a new case study or testimonial. Show fresh proof, use new client wins, updated screenshots, or recent success stories. This keeps your proof magnet believable and relatable. Tweak your landing page hook. Update your headline to match current trends or results. For example, instead of get more replies, try get replies in 24 hours or boost reply rates by 3x this month. Little changes like that recapture attention. Number 4 would be retire underperformance. If a magnet or ad hasn't been converting well, don't force it, archive it, and replace it with a new angle or topic or just a new creative if that was working before and is getting stale now. Let the winners keep running and continuously refresh them with new visuals or wording. The outcome here is that your ecosystem always feels fresh and relevant, boosting truth, trust, and click-through rate. Even small updates make your system look alive, modern, and worth engaging with. So a very long list. I hope you're still with me. Step 7 is double down on winners with paid traffic. The goal here is once you know what works, you put some fuel on it. The step is about amplifying your best performing leads, magnets, lead magnets, leads, lead magnets, WordPress, using a small, smart ad budget. You don't want to pour too much fuel into this, but you can put a bit of fuel onto it if you know it's working and you're getting great results. So here's how to do it. Start with your top performance. Pick your number 1 quick win magnet and number 1 deep dive magnet for each audience segment, like real estate, e-commerce, or service businesses. These already convert well organically, so you're not guessing which ones to promote. Begin small and test the waters. You don't need a huge ad budget. Start with around $10 to $50 a day per segment, just enough to gather data and see consistent results before scaling. Now, number 3, target warm audiences first. Focus your ads on people who already know you. Website visitors from the past 30 to 90 days, people who engage with your social posts or videos, email subscribers who haven't booked or bought yet. These people are familiar with your brand, so they convert faster and cheaper. Now, number 4 is expand once results are ready. When your cost per lead is consistent and affordable, then scale to lookalike audiences, so 1 and 3% max. People similar to your warm leads, interest-based targeting, specific industries or job titles related to your niche. This helps you reach brand new but high potential prospects. And the last one is cut what doesn't work. If any ad costs 2 times more than your average cost per lead, pause it. Don't waste money trying to fix it, just replace it with variation of your proven ad. The outcome here is that you'll have a predictable, scalable top of funnel, consistently bringing in new leads every day without relying on random spikes of organic traffic. You're not guessing anymore. You're investing confidently in what's proven to work through iterations and many, many tests. Step 8 is to integrate with sales, so warm leads don't cool. The goal here is to turn interested leads into book calls right away before they lose interest or forget about you. Here's the truth. Warm leads have a short attention span. If they click your offer or fill out a form, they're thinking about you right now. Wait a few hours or worse, a few days, then that interest fades fast. Here's how to fix that. Instant lead alerts. Set up automatic alerts so every time someone takes action, like submitting a form, clicking your book a call link, your sales team or you gets notified immediately. You can use Slack, email, or your CRM to send these alerts with context like which segment they came from, real estate, e-com, etc., which magnet they downloaded, their last action or click. That way, whoever follows up already knows what the lead is interested in. Follow up fast, under 10 minutes, ideally under 5. Speed matters a lot. Leads contact within 10 minutes are dramatically more likely to book. During business hours, aim to respond instantly via SMS, email, or a quick call. An example script would be, hey, name, just saw you went through a blueprint guide for industry. Want me to hold a quick 10-minute slot this week to show you how we'd apply it to your business. Keep it casual, like helpful text, not a sales pitch. Number 3 is make booking easy. When they say yes, send a short calendar link, which is either Calendly, Google Calendar, or Tidycal. Avoid long forms or complicated steps before booking. People won't bother. Just let them pick a time and confirm later if you need more info. Number 4 is keep your CRM clean. Use tags or stages to track where each lead is in your system. Top of the funnel download, middle of the funnel clicked, bottom of the funnel booked. So this makes it easy for your sales team or yourself to prioritize the hottest leads first. The outcome here is that you meet leads at their peak interest, not days when they've gone cold or booked with someone else. This small shift, faster follow-up plus cleaner tracking, can double your conversions without adding a single new lead. Number 9, measure what matters and actually use it. The goal here is to get a clear picture of how your entire lead system is performing, not just bits and pieces. Too many people track random numbers like likes or views. Those look good on paper, but they don't tell you what's actually driving revenue. You want to measure what matters, the metrics that connect directly to leads, bookings, and sales. Here's what a simple tracking dashboard could look like. Number 1, traffic to conversion to pipeline flow. Use a simple spreadsheet or CRM report with these columns: traffic source, where visitors come from, LinkedIn, ads, referrals, etc. Landing page conversion rate, how many visitors turn into leads. Magnet opt-ins, total people who's download the magnet or signed up. Email performance, open rates, click rates, and how many click to the next step. New case study views, audit bookings, show-ups, and wins. This shows how far the lead moves down your funnel. So there's a huge funnel like this. We can do it like this. This is your funnel. And then how many people sort of fall down that funnel. Number 2 is key business metrics to watch. Cost per lead, how much you spend to get a lead. Cost per booking, how much it costs to get someone on a call. Customer acquisition cost, this is the most important metric in my opinion. Total cost to get one new client. And lifetime value, obviously it's gotta be higher than your customer acquisition cost, which is lifetime value is how much one client is worth to you long term. When you know these numbers, you know where to focus and what's wasting money. Number 3, decision cadence. How often to review. Weekly, review creative and copy performance. What's working, what's not. Bi-weekly, check your email sequences and timing. Are people dropping off too early? Monthly, look at audience segments and budget allocation. Move more budget to what's converting best. The outcome here is that you stop guessing and start taking data backed decisions. Instead of chasing vanity metrics like engagement or CPM, you're optimizing what actually builds your pipeline and profit. Step 10 is to add scale levers when the core business runs smoothly. The goal here is to reach more people without burning out or rebuilding everything from scratch. Once your lead magnet system is running smoothly and consistently bringing in leads, the next step is to scale it smartly. You don't need to make new funnels or magnets every month. Instead, you'll use leverage, ways to multiply your reach with minimal extra effort. Here are a few simple but powerful levers you can use: partnership swaps, mutual exposure, find partners in similar but non competing industries. For example, if you serve real estate agents, partner with a CRM software or a marketing trainer. Offer to do a guest training or short deep dive session in their community and let them share your quick win magnet with their audience. In exchange, promote one of their free offers to your own audience. Both sides get new leads without spending on ads. Content syndication, repost for reach. Take your case studies, guides, or blueprints and republish them on multiple platforms. Your blog, LinkedIn articles, Medium, or even industry resource sites. Same content, new audience. This builds authority and drives new traffic to your funnel automatically. Outbound assist. This is number 3. This is to warm your cold outreach. If you're doing outbound emails, like whether that's cold emails or DMs, you don't lead with a pitch, lead with value first. Use your proof magnet like a case study or result breakdown as your first touch point. Example, hey, name, saw you run business type. Thought you'd like this case study on how we help similar businesses. Increase leads by 200%. This approach instantly warms up cold leads and builds trust before any sales talk. Number 4 would be quarterly live workshops. Repurpose and reuse. Every few months, host a short live session or webinar around your deep dive topic. You can use the same deck, just add new Q&A sections or insights. Maybe add more graphics. Then record it and clip the best answers or highlights into short videos for social media. That one workshop can fuel a month of fresh content. The outcome here is you get more eyeballs on your ecosystem without adding more work. Your system stays the same, it just reaches further, attracts new audiences, and keeps your brand active and growing. So there you go. That's the full breakdown of how to generate more leads than ever before using what I call more than it's a coin name, but the lead magnet ecosystem strategy. So here is a recap for you on the slides. Number 1 is build multiple lead magnets for different buyer stages. Number 2 is you got to connect everything into one seamless flow. And I'll go back to number 1 here. Don't just rely on one freebie or checklist. Build an ecosystem that speaks to everyone in the journey. You got to start with a quick win magnet or something similar to that to make sure people get a quick ROI from that to grab attention, a deep dive magnet to educate, and a proof magnet to build trust. And at the end, you got to have a conversion magnet to start real conversations and that actually get calls. Let's go to number 2. Like I said, connect everything into one seamless flow. Guide people step by step. Don't dump information on them. Every magnet should lead to the next one naturally. When someone downloads your template, invite them to your guide. When they finish your guide, show them your results. Get case studies on there. When they see your proof, offer to help them build it themselves. That's your DFY, done for your offer. You're not chasing leads anymore. You're leading them to your journey. Number 3, automate everything. This is so crucial so that you got to make sure it runs 24/7. Use automation tools like ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit, or Go High Level to set up your sequences. Send the right message at the right time automatically. From the first download to the last book a call, every interaction should feel human and when it's happening on autopilot. That's how you scale your impact without adding more hours to the day. Number 4, keep refining and scaling your ecosystem. Don't stop when it works once. Keep testing, tracking, and improving. Segment your audience, repurpose your content into new formats, and keep updating your magnets with fresh data and results. That's how you turn a working funnel into a growth engine. And that's When you do all this right, your business starts to feel different. You're not guessing anymore. Not refreshing your inbox every 5 minutes, hoping for replies. You built a lead generating machine that runs quietly in the background, bringing a qualified, ready to talk prospects while you focus on serving clients and getting them the best possible results as possible, actually doing what you love. That's the real power of a system. It works even when you're not. This video gave you value. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, drop a comment with your favorite lead magnet idea, and don't forget to subscribe for more weekly videos about automation, scaling, and building predictable growth systems. And hey, if you want to shortcut the process and have me personally help you design your own lead magnet ecosystem that attracts B2B clients on autopilot, or if you want to skip all of that and just want leads directly for you and your business, just click the link in the description below and let's connect and see if we can help you. Thanks for watching. Remember, one lead magnet gets attention, but an ecosystem builds empires.